Hi guys, and welcome back, or welcome if you are new here. My name is May, also known as Miss Leva on YouTube, and I love making videos about handbags, fashion, style, a little bit of pack with me, what I wore during my vacations. So if you love that type of content, I would love for you to consider subscribing down below. To get right into today's video, it's actually a tag video. I was not tagged, but I saw the video and I was like, this is such a fun idea. I would love to make a video of it, and here we are. So the name of the tag is My Cheapest Luxury Bag, and I thought it was such a cool idea because it just took me back to the first time when I bought my first luxury handbag and just all the memories about it. So now basically the theme around the tag is obviously showing your cheapest luxury handbag, and by cheapest is just basically the first handbag that you bought and the price that you got it at compared to what it's at right now, and then just explain the thought process behind it, why you chose that bag, if you still think it's worth it at its current price point, and any memories that you want to share about the bag itself. So without further ado, I'm gonna get right into it, and I don't know if you guys can see it, but she is in here. So if you are an OG Louis Vuitton lover, you definitely can recognize this dust bag. These are actually the dust bags that were around before the newer color combination came out. So she is in here, and she is actually my Speedy 35 in the Damier Ebene. Now, before we get deeper into the video, I personally don't like doing disclaimers, but I'm going to point out the obvious. We are talking about luxury bags here, so the price that I will be mentioning is a little bit high for a handbag. I know that, we all know that, but if you're here watching a luxury YouTube channel, you know what you're getting yourself into, so please limit any negative comments that you guys may have. Now, she is actually my first luxury handbag that I added to my collection. It was actually a gift from my husband for our 1-year wedding anniversary, so she has so much sentimental value to her. I will never get rid of this bag at all. I have done a very in-depth review about it, so I'll make sure to link it down below for you in case you guys want to check it out. But I feel like they don't make them like this anymore, to be honest with you. I got her back in 2012, so she is about to make 10 years this April, and there's just so much memories behind this bag. Not only was it our first time in Paris, but I was able to get her at the Louis Vuitton flagship store in Champs-Élysées. I also was able to engrave my newly married initials, so this bag for me is definitely a forever bag, and she will never ever leave my collection. Alright, so getting into the fun part of the video, as I told you guys, I got her back in 2012, and at that point in time, the Speedy B35 was a whopping 565 euros. I will never forget because it was such a weird number to begin with. So even after conversion and after I got my VAT refund, she was under $600. She currently retails for $1,620 before taxes, or 1,200 euros. So she has basically doubled in price, which really blows my mind because I know that these fashion houses have price increases from time to time, but we have noticed how often they are having those price increases, I think in the past 2 years, and it's just so crazy. And it's not like $10, $15. We're talking about $100, $200 at times. So it's just so wild that these bags can gain so much value. I mean, if I were to actually want to sell her at this moment, I would probably make back money from it, because the Damier Ebene print, I've said it before and I'll say it again, is just such a durable print. I'm so glad that I went ahead and got it in that print. This bag looks brand new almost. I mean, it has no wear whatsoever. No peeling, no cracking anywhere in the piping or in the treated leather up here. The canvas looks just like it did, I think, from the moment that I got her. Even this cute little tab here, it hasn't curled. It stayed right put in place. So I feel like the Damier Ebene print is the it print to go with whenever adding any piece from Louis Vuitton. Now, she is obviously 10 years old, so the most wear that I can see that she has is definitely in the brass pieces here I've mentioned it in that review, but they have scratched over time, and that's pretty much well known for Louis Vuitton. I mean, even here, the zipper pull, you can see that it has a little bit of scratching, and just the gold is not as shiny as it once was. And one of the things that I love about this one in particular is that these actually have the flaps that were flat. They now have a little bit of like a cushion effect to them. But this one being from 2012, it is the flat option. So I just think that that's so cool that, you know, I'm able to have a piece that's actually older in time, and I'm actually able to compare it to like the newer pieces that come out. You guys know that I have the Speedy B25, which I absolutely love and rave about all the time, and that one does have a few differences from this one. Now, talking about the Damier Ebene canvas, it's kind of funny because when I initially went in that time in order to get my first piece, I was going with the mindset of getting the monogram. I just felt like the monogram was very iconic to the fashion house, and I still do think so. But from time to time, I see monogram pieces and I do think of them a little bit loud and flashy. So my husband, being the very simple man that he is, he was like, I think this print is a lot nicer. It's gonna go a lot better. At that time, I was going into the office, so I wanted something that was a little bit more subtle. So I ended up going with the Damier Ebene Speedy, and I don't regret it one bit. As I said, I feel like the bag has held up so well, and it's probably due to the fact that I did go with the Damier Ebene print. It also has the treated leather here, so I never had to worry about any vachetta or the leather actually gaining that tan dark color that it does. That I feel like that is what leads to cracking a lot more often than we would like to. The handles in this one are like brand spanking new. It feels like I literally went into the store and got this bag yesterday. All right, so last but not least, I did want to get into, is the bag still worth it or not? And in my opinion, it totally is. I feel like the Speedy is just such a classic piece for Louis Vuitton. I think that no matter what your style is, the Speedy will always suit anybody's wardrobe. And the 35 in particular, I do think it's very versatile. I don't use it as much as I used to because, like I said, I primarily got it just for the office and I loved carrying a big bag. It does fit a laptop inside. You just have to tilt it. It's a little bit uncomfortable, so I personally wouldn't recommend it if that's the use that you want for it. For that, I would recommend the Neverfull. But if you just need to carry a lot of things into the office, I do feel like the Speedy is very versatile in that option. I also love the fact that you can use it as a travel bag as well. I did use it in one of my most recent trips before I got the Keepall, and it fits a ton, you guys. This thing is like a black hole, and before you know it, you've put way too many things inside. So it's really great for a travel piece because you can obviously put it on top of your luggage and carry it like that. And then I've also seen a lot of people use it as baby bags as well. We obviously have organizers that we can now put inside to keep everything in little compartments, and you can even put like a bottle inside and things like that. So I feel like if that's the vibe that you're going for, this bag can totally suit that. It's very spacious inside. I mean, like I've mentioned, and what Speedies are more or less known for are being like black holes, and this one is pretty much that. I mean, it does have that beautiful red interior lining, so that actually helps out a little bit, but aside from that, it's just one big open space. So I definitely see how an organizer can be helpful, especially if you want to use it as a baby bag or for the office, just to help you organize your things inside. Regardless, I've never used an organizer inside any of my bags, and I love the sagginess that it gets whenever I put the things inside. I love the fact that I can even fit in here like a cardigan, a scarf, a huge water bottle. It just gives me so much room to play with. So for that reason, I feel like the Speedy, specifically in the 30 size 5, I think it's totally worth it at the current price point. If you do want the smaller options, they are very versatile as well. I personally just feel like for these smaller options, I would definitely go the bandolier route. So there we have it. This is my cheapest luxury bag that I wanted to share with you guys. I thought this tag was super fun because obviously these bags are not cheap at all, but it's just funny to look back at when you got it, you thought it was so expensive, and then you look 10 years down the road and now they're like double, triple the price. But I just thought it was a fun video to film overall. It's kind of nice to always go back down memory lane and see when you obtained your pieces, how, why, what moment it was. And I love sharing that with you guys, and I love hearing your stories as well. So go ahead and leave me comments down below about what your cheapest luxury bag was. I would love to know what they were. As I mentioned, I wanted to tag 2 people in particular in order to do this video. First, I wanted to tag Mel. I've done collab videos with her before, so I'm sure you guys know who she is, but I'll leave her Instagram and her YouTube handle down below. And then I also wanted to tag Caleb. He has a huge collection, so I'm kind of interested to know which is his cheapest luxury bag, because he has a ton, which he's gotten also from the pre-loved market at great deals. So I think it would be nice to see which is his choice. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up. And if you are new around here, I would love for you to consider subscribing down below. As always, thank you all so much for taking some time out of your day to watch today, and I hope to catch you all in my next one. Bye, everyone.